Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. So straight into the action. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed. And a header! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Up towards the front line. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's made its way to him. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! The great Ukrainian goal machine!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment. Messi! And yes, it's there! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side.
Gol marcado para o Vasco da Gama. Aos 8 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 8.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That's good vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Vasco da Gama clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. And it's Pedri. And this is Shevchenko. And this is Messi. Chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And they've got their lead back. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sao Paulo and Messi! Wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Albert Ferrer.
Vasco da Gama really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Played out to the left flank. Hullet. Hullet proves just a little bit too strong. Azar. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Albert Ferrer. Schlotterbeck. Rice. Hullet never out of the action for very long. Now it's Shevchenko. Shifted it to the flank. He is through here. Serginho's cross. Nicked it back promptly. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. Spread out to the left. Serginho's cross. Tries to get it clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vasco da Gama with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Hullet. Pedri has found the net here, of course. Albert Ferrer. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Dumfries. Dumfries with the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Van de Ven. Vasco da Gama are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's found space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here. Shevchenko!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
It's a pretty loose pass. Distributed tidily. No luck with that dink over the top. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Edmilson. Gehi. It's Denzel Dumfries. Looking for the run. And it's played it. He's rising! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask.
That's the end of the first 45. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Ambitious ball here. House could be danger here. Tries to play it through. Edmilson. Messi. He's looking wide. Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rice. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Pedri. He has found the way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, well played. Rice. And here's Shevchenko. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi. Great vision. And the through ball. He's in one-on-one. Takes a shot! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the...
Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 71.898.
Pedri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Rice, what's going wide left? Now it's Hullet.
Sao Paulo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He leaps for it! Rice. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Hazard. Now it's Hazard. Terrific effort! Van der Ven with the clearance. And he shoots! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Shevchenko has got himself a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Olise! And one more try! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great defending, strong and determined. Vasco da Gama, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Foden. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vasco da Gama, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
But that has not gone well. Kagawa running with the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Kagawa. Donatoni. That's good running with the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zielinski. Pass somewhat off target. Eric Garcia. Zielinski.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The most accurate pass. Schlotterbeck. is there, and he can get that clear. It's a throw-in. And here's Foden. Jordan Henderson. Gehi spots it and intercepts. Talisca. And he's heaved it away. And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were...